How's it going, everybody? In this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you guys about how you guys can get up to 100 points added to your credit score. Hi, my name is Fred Levi. I'm the VP of Sales here to prove my score. And in this video, what I wanted to do is try to help educate you guys on 30% of your guys' FICO credit score. And what do I mean? I'm talking about utilization. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and discuss utilization, how it works, and go ahead and take it from there. So according to FICO, your utilization ratio accounts for 30% of your credit score. Credit scores range from 300 on the low end to 850 on the high end. That's a 550 point spread. Okay, so you take 550 and you multiply that by your 30%, and what it gives you, let me just go ahead and tell you, it gives you 165 points. So if you're able to become an authorized user, or if you're able to become an authorized user on a parent or a significant other, a child's credit card, and they're able to add you as an authorized user, this can probably give you guys a huge bump as long as their account is in good standing, perfect payment history, low balances and high limits. It's going to give you guys a real good bump in your guys' score in most circumstances. Okay, the older the account is, that can help increase the scores as well. But in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on approximately 100 points. Now, I've seen scores jump up about 50, 60 points, and I've seen them jump up as high as 120 to 140 points. So it all depends upon that particular account and when it reports, how it reports, and the standing that they're currently in. So if you guys are able to find somebody who could add you as a authorized user, this is going to be your best bet. We call this piggybacking, and basically you're piggybacking off of somebody else's credit. You're getting their information. And something that I always like to compare this to is if you were out hitchhiking and somebody picks you up, you know, you're going along for the ride. However, you're not paying for the gas. Okay, so this is kind of the same type of situation, just a little bit different. This is dealing with your credit. Okay, if you're not able to do that, then the next thing that I would highly recommend is to obtain a few different credit cards. Now, sometimes I know you guys' score may be in the low 500s, maybe even high 400s. I mean, I've seen it as low as high 300s. So in this particular circumstance, what you might want to do is obtain a secured credit card. Don't try to go and get a credit card that's not secured, because you're not going to get it more than likely. Okay, but what we want to teach you guys is how to, one, obtain credit, two, take care of the credit, and three, keep your utilization ratios low. Okay, so what do I mean by utilization ratios? Now, if you have a $10,000 credit card and you have a $3,500 balance, it's 35% utilized. Your utilization ratio, you want to keep between 1 and 6%, but definitely under 10. I always promote to keep it between 1 and 6% for your best score increases. But if you're not, at least try to keep it below the 10%. Now, 10% is an easy number to remember. Whatever your balance is, you just cut off a zero. So if it's 550, you just cut off that last zero, and it will be at $55. Don't go over $55. If you do, just make sure to pay it on time. Okay. Not only do you want to pay it on time, what I also recommend is to call your creditor and ask them, when are you going to report this to my credit report? They might say the 5th or the 10th or the 12th. Whatever date that they say, make your payment at 1 week in advance. So if they said the 10th, just make your payment by the 3rd. That way the payment's going to apply to the account. It's going to get your limits lower, your utilization rate lower, and it's going to help increase your guys' score. Excuse me. Okay, so that's a couple tips that I always recommend. If you already have a credit card, what I then recommend is to maybe, depending on where your score currently is at, you might want to call and ask if you can get an increase. But if your scores are in the 500s, 300s, 400s, don't do that. Just stay stay in your lane, continue to do what you're doing, make sure you make your payments on time. Another tip that I want to recommend is to always set your payments on auto pay with the credit card company. This way, if you forget to make a payment, it will automatically be deducted out of your checking account on the date of the due date. That way you'll never be late. You won't risk an increased interest rate or any type of late fees, over the limit fees, or whatever type of fees that they try to charge. So these are some tips and tricks that I use, I recommend to all of my clients. Now I want to recommend it to you. So if you guys find this helpful, please like the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you guys think that this might help somebody, please share the video, because I'd like to get the information in front of as many people as possible. Okay. Now with that being said, if you guys need to contact me, give me an email. Send me an email at info@approvemyscore.com. You can send that email one more time to info@approvemyscore.com, or give me a call toll-free at 1-800-972-3970. Again, my name is Fred Livai. I'm the VP of Sales here at Approve My Score. It's been a pleasure speaking with you guys, and I want to thank you guys for taking your time to listen to this video. Thank you.